fellow collectors, Shinca here with a review of the Shinkalion Furifuri Talk Shashot de Gozaimasu. This is basically a little talking Shashot toy. And for those that don't know or don't watch the show, one, you should watch the show. It's great. But Shashato is like the little mascot companion that pilots the E5 with Hayato, and he's pretty adorable. Look at him, he's so happy. He's like me when I get new Shinkalion toys. But he's a fun little character, albeit a little bit obnoxious at times, but that's how he's written. It is what it is. But this does include a really awesome E5 Hayabusa Shinca card that just looks really cool. It's got the sword and everything, so really excited to see what kind of sounds this does. But basically, this guy, Furifuri, is like Furifuri, which we know from build is to shake. So, like, you shake him and he starts speaking things. He does have two modes. He has his normal Shashot mode. Everything is Gozaimasu. And then he has, like, his angry mode, which is just the mode that he's in when he pilots the E5. Because he's got a big, deep voice. He's all muscular. He's like, I'm a Shashot. It doesn't sound like that at all, but you got those two modes on the side there. I can speak, I promise. It does take two AAA batteries, not included as far as I'm aware. We'll clarify that later on, but very, very cool and very adorable, nonetheless. So, this was released in late March 2018, I know time, for about 2,800 yen or so, give or take, depending on when and where you picked it up. So, very cool. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get this open and take a look. Alright, so before we take a look at Shashot, let's go ahead and take a look at the Shinca card. It is a Hayabusa card, as mentioned earlier. Pretty much what we're used to. However, if you flip it over, it has a really cool shot of Hayabusa right there with the Keisatsu sword. It is an SP. There is the QR code right there. It does look really cool. It is a grayscale card as opposed to the colored ones that we've been getting. So I believe this is more accurate to the Shinca cards in the series. I think all the ones in the series are gray. I'm not 100% sure on that because they're usually in the case. And the case, as we know, is black, so it's a little bit hard to see. Alright, so we have the Shinca gear. And let's go ahead and see what it does.
E5 Shinkalion the Animation. Shinkalion E5 Hayabusa.
So basically, again, what we're used to. However, the attack is a little different. So just like the SP of the E7 that we had with the actual Shinca gear, this one has an additional word in front of the Keisatsu sword. So it's not super thrilling or anything like that, but it is something a little bit different. I personally just really like this Shinca card without the case, because then you can't see the really cool artwork of the E5 underneath it. Like, I dig that artwork. That's great. It's profile pick worthy right there. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at Shashot. And here he is. Like I said at the beginning of the review, he's a little smaller than I would have liked. But given the fact that he wasn't super expensive, I understand the fact that he is a little smaller. Nothing really too noteworthy here. He's got an absolutely adorable expression on his face, and you just want to pet him and give him a hug. But he does have the IC. That's where the Shinca cards would go in the series. Obviously, that's not happening here. Again, I really wish it did. I think it would have been a really cool feature. Again, this would have been a very expensive toy if that was the case, but alas. I also kind of wish there was a way to switch his face out to like the angry kind of Shashot face that's on the screen. I think it would have been cool. Or just different expressions in general, because his face changes a lot in the series. But again, more features, more cost, so decided to keep it down and just have a nice, simple little toy. Two AAA batteries fit in here. Nothing too crazy. It's a weird battery compartment shape, but hey, had to fit into his weird skull. But it does have these little arms that move up and down, just like so. This one's a little looser. Can they come off? No, they can't. That was just a loose arm. But anyway, that is it for Shashot. Go ahead and turn him on. This is the happy mode, and this is the angry battle mode. There's 2 different switches for it, which is a nice little feature. I like that they kind of separate everything. I love his voice. I really do. He's kind of obnoxious, but I love him for that, I suppose. Plus, I just like all the formalities with all the mas things, because it reminds me a lot of Tokuju in that regard. Trains are fun. But anyway, let's go ahead and kind of hear some of the sounds. You bet. So a lot of these phrases have to do with the compatibility levels. Sorry. And obviously with the Furifuri, that is part of this toy, you're meant to shake it. And that's kind of why I was patting him on the head, because that sort of emulates a shake. And it's just a little bit easier. He is a little bit finicky, but there's an on-off switch, so you can... You bet. And if you shake him, you get that noise. And I think it's kind of adorable, so you can sit here and go. He just keeps going. I'm gonna stop now, though. He freaks out about it, too, and I think it's kind of adorable. Nothing? Okay. Yes. 10%. Got it. But I think I'm going to switch them off for now. But I think that's most of the phrases in here. They said there's about 30 phrases between the 2 modes on the package. So I don't know how many exactly that was, but a lot of them are just kind of simple variations of each other. So switching to the cooler sounding mode. And here's where things get a little weird, because now you have the deep, Shinkalion screen voice coming out of the little Shashot toy, and it just seems really funny to me. Now I'm picturing the little... I'm picturing the little Shashot robot firing a grand cross out of his mouth or something. That's great. And if you shake him, nothing happens apparently. But like I said, he's and he's got this happy face. It's really off-putting. Yeah, Link Gatai. Do it. Do it one more time. We'll do it kind of excessively. So again, I think I'm gonna shut him off now. I kind of wish there was a powering down noise. To be honest, I think it would have been adorable. But is there like a sleep mode? Okay, calm down. Calm down. I'm gonna just leave him here and see what happens. I'm also not gonna touch my table. But he's a pretty... Okay, he just keeps going, I guess. But are you responding to my voice now? Is that what's happening? Yeah, you bet. So he's a cute little toy that I'm gonna shut off because he keeps going. But like I said, he's a cute little toy. If you're a fan of Shashot in the series or like his design or anything like that, he's a cute little toy to pick up. Unfortunately, he's quite hard to get a hold of right now. Was not expecting him to be the hard toy to get in this toy line. But yeah, so he's out of stock at a lot of stores online. So if you do find him, feel free to pick him up. He was a little bit on the pricier side, but it is what it is. He's a cute little toy, like I said, nonetheless. But it's definitely one that I would wait for a sale. But now that they're kind of out of stock everywhere, I don't know if there's going to be a sale. So if you like Shashot a lot, definitely pick him up while you can, just in case. Plus, the Shinca card is really cool. So that about does it for this review. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And as always, thanks for watching. Take care and have a great one. Bye. I'd like to thank Joey, Mr. Mike, Josh, VZ17, and all my fans who support me on Patreon.